that was my daughter. Today I'm going to make English muffin Santa. I will put egg, ham and cheese in here and going to bake it. Preheat the oven 350 and then let's make egg first.
Okay.
Add some salt and pepper. There will be ham and cheese inside, so you don't have to season it too strongly. I'm using medium-low heat. When it's half cooked, turn it over. And cook another 10 to 15 seconds. When it's done, remove it from the heat. This egg is a little too big for my muffin, so you can use a cookie cutter to cut it, or if you don't have it, use a cup to cut it. Place it in the English muffin, and I will also add ham and cheese. I don't want the Santa to be too messy, so I'm going to cut the edge a little bit off. And then cover it. Oven is ready, so I'm going to put the egg muffin in there. Bake for 3 minutes or until the cheese is melted. Ready? Let's take it out carefully. It is beautifully baked.
Yippee!
Since I will use cheese to decorate Santa's face, I have to let it cool down. While I'm waiting, I will cut some veggies and fruit. You can use any vegetables and fruit you have, but I'm going to use some grapes, yellow bell pepper, and jicama. As you see, jicama is my favorite vegetable. It is a little bit sweet and crunchy, so my daughter really loves it too. If you have little ones, make sure you cut your grapes. I have cookie cutters and I will going to make some shapes, but if you don't have these, don't worry, just cut them. I'm going to make some snowflakes with jicama. Jicama is root vegetable, so it's really hard. So when you cut it, be careful with your fingers. I'm going to make yellow stars with this bell pepper. Muffin cooled down, so I'm going to make the Santa now.
Yay!
This will be the face. The apple will be the hat, and I will make the beard with white cheese. To put the head on, I have to cut the muffin a little bit off. Let's cut the apple in half and remove the core. I'm going to measure and slice this part off. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to decorate the Santa after I put it in the lunchbox. I'm going to make Santa's beard. I actually have cookie cutter, looks like this, but if you don't have this one, as I said, you can use a cup to cut the beard. Santa's beard is a little long, so I'm going to trim it. Yay! You can just use a round cup to make the beard as well. Just like this. With this leftover cheese, I'm going to decorate the head. Cut this part too. Let's make Santa's eyes. I'm going to use the leftover cheese. I'm going to finish the face with seaweed, but you can use edible marker as well. I'm going to make 2 round shapes. Also going to make a mouth with this. We are almost all done. I'm going to add some veggies and fruit.
Yippee!
I have a small marshmallow, so I'm going to put it on here too. Adding grapes. We are all done. Please stay a little more for next Christmas lunchbox.
Happy holiday!
Let's make easy and savory pinwheel sandwich Christmas treat together.
Let's do it!
To make the spinach wrap pinwheel sandwich, you will need these ingredients. I separated it this side and this side because this side is kind of essential ingredients: salt, black pepper, spinach, chopped mushrooms, and 2 eggs. And this side is kind of optional ingredients: garlic powder, onion granules, turmeric, and sun-dried tomato, olives, and some grated cheese.
Okay.
I will place the spinach wrap on a delicious egg omelette. To do that, you need to make the egg first. Let's break the eggs. Add some salt and pepper to taste. This is good enough. To give more flavor, I'm going to add some garlic powder and onion powder and turmeric. As I said, these ingredients are optional ingredients. If you don't have it, don't be stressed. You can just use salt and pepper. Mix it well. Let's cook it. First, use medium-high heat and add some oil in the pan. And pour half of the egg. Sprinkle spinach, a little bit of mushroom, sun-dried tomato, olives, sprinkle cheese. It's going to be like glue. Place the spinach wrap and press it down. Be careful, the pan is very hot. This is not hot, but the pan is very hot. And then flip it. Cook the other side about 15 to 20 seconds. It's my daughter's voice playing behind me. When it's cooked, place it on cutting board.
Yay!
Let's roll the cooked spinach wrap. I like this sound. Sounds so crispy. And you can cut it at your desired size. We are almost all done already. Because of the ingredients we used, it almost looks like Christmas tree and the lights are on. I'm going to place the pinwheel sandwiches in the lunchbox. This savory Christmas tree needs a tree trunk. I'm going to use a vegetable called jicama. I love jicama. Jicama is a root vegetable. It tastes kind of like, to me, radish and Asian pear together. If you don't have jicama, don't worry, you can use pretzel sticks instead of jicama. I want to lead on some lights here, but to have the lights you need some darkness. So I'm going to use blackberries to make the background a little bit dark. If you don't have blackberries, blueberries are okay too. Now the sky is dark. I'm going to add some lights on the Christmas tree. Probably you don't need to add anything, it's already pretty with different colors, but I'm just going to sprinkle a little more yellow corn and pomegranate. It kind of looks like the lights are on. If you don't have pomegranate or canned corn, don't worry about it. Itself is already pretty. And if you want to add something else, you can add some red bell pepper or yellow bell pepper chopped and then sprinkle.
Okay.
I think I need to add something in the sky. I could add some stars with yellow cheese, but today I'm going to try some snow.
Let's do it.
I have a white string cheese with me. Slice it. You can use stamp like this to make the round shape. If you don't have something like this, use your regular straw and stamp it and sprinkle on the lunchbox. Now I'm going to add a star here, then we are all set. Ta-da! If you don't have cheese, you can use yellow bell pepper. Also, if you don't have star-shaped cookie cutter, just cut the object round shape and then place it. Please stay a little more for the next lunchbox. Let's make fun and festive Christmas lunchbox together.
Yay!
I will show you how to make fried rice really easy and fast. I'm going to show you how to make shrimp fried rice. My purpose today is to show you the simplest way to make stir-fried rice. You need a bowl of rice. It can be cold or warm. I'm using half cup of frozen vegetables. Of course, fresh vegetables is better, but I'm trying to show you the easiest way, so I brought half cup of frozen vegetable.
Okay.
I'm also using handful of shrimp. This is salad shrimp, but you can use any kind of shrimp. If your shrimp is too big, just chop them a little bit. If you don't have shrimp, it's okay too. You can use eggs. Just scramble the eggs and you can add it later.
No problem.
Use green onions. It will give the food a little bit sweet flavor and savory flavor. Since my green onions very thin today, I'm going to use 4 of them. But if your green onions big, you can use 2 of them. Slice them very thinly. It's about 3 to 40 scallions. After you stir fry, we will need some sauce to season the rice. Oyster sauce, any brand is okay. You can find it in Asian store or just regular store have them these days too. If you don't have it, you can use salt and some black pepper and sesame oil and toasted sesame seed. If you don't have this one, don't worry, but I recommend you to have some sesame oil though. You can find it these days any store, but I think Korean brand or Japanese brand has more flavor than American brand.
Okay.
I'm using high heat right now. Add 3 tea oil. Toast scallions. And stir fry it. When the green onion is turning slightly brownish, add your shrimps and vegetables. Be careful when you put it in there. I pat dried my shrimps with paper towel so that the water doesn't splash the oil. add the rice. Good thing about this fried rice is once it's cooked, you can keep it in the refrigerator, and next day you can just warm it up on the pan again. When you warm it up, don't use extra oil. I mix the ingredients all together for about 30 seconds, and I turn off the heat because I don't want to burn it. Add about 1 tablespoonful of oyster sauce. Don't add more than that, it's gonna be salty. Mix it well. If you don't have oyster sauce, you can just add salt. Add a little bit of black pepper, just tiny bit of sesame seed oil, and toasted sesame seed. Remove it from the heat and let it cool down. My house smells so good right now. It took about 3 minutes for me to cook this dish. While I'm waiting for the food to cool down, I'm going to start with Santa's belt. So I will use these ingredients first. Make 2 squares. It's going to be built like this. This seaweed strip will go through, so I need 2 thin lines here. Now I'm going to put the seaweed strip in here, and this one in this side. It looks like Santa's belt. And place it on the cheese. I'm going to make 1 more. To make the belt stick together, just put some water on the back and then place it together. It's like a glue. The fried rice cooled down. You can place the rice here from the fan directly, but I put my rice and shrimp here to show you how I do it. Add the rice. This fried rice is delicious, but just by looking at it doesn't look that appetizing. So I'm going to place some shrimps all over on top. I know it's one more step, but now it looks way better than before. I'm going to add Santa's belt here I made previously. This is organic mini cucumbers, so today I'm going to use the skin as well. I'm going to add an apple here. So I'm going to slice it. And then I will take off some skin. And place this apple in here. This is perfectly cool and delicious, but I want to make it a little bit more festive for you. I will cover this part with cheese and make a Christmas wreath here.
Let's do it!
Now the rice is covered with cheese. I'm going to use broccoli to make the Christmas wreath. I placed all the broccolis. I'm going to place some corn here. Yay! Isn't this festive?
Yippee! Happy holidays!